Hey, what is going on, you guys? The name is SubZeroExtabyte and I am back with another video for you guys today, and right now we are going to be playing this game called Clash Royale but in Minecraft. So let's hope that we are not dumb and we actually do not end up dying. So we pass along with this train, I am guessing. Oh okay, we have got to tap right now and this seems like it is going to be a success right off of the bat. So alright, we got the first one down, but this is not going to be the last one because this game basically consists out of all sorts of little battles that we will have to complete in order to not lose the game. So right now we will have to go out and play this stuff, and I can bet you all that this is going to be really fun to play. I mean, I really like this type of stuff, and it brings something new to the Minecraft table. So I will just act along and act like this is totally normal for me to do on a daily basis, I guess. Alright guys, connect the guts, we connect, let this person die. We will show them who the real doctor in town is. And right now it is Dr. Sub Baby. Now this of course is something new that I am trying out, so leave me a comment down below to tell me what you think of this new format and if you like it or not. And I'm actually coming at you with more videos lately like the noobs have been coming at me. I mean, it has been an insane couple of weeks lately since all of those noobs figured out how to get to my Minecraft home. Now I cannot say that I am mad about the fact that people end up looking for me because they want to meet me, but these guys come up to me and start screwing around with my life. Well, that is not something that I appreciate, so since my last house also blew up, I am going to make myself a new one, and even though it will not become one of the biggest there are, it will probably become the best one that I have made to date, since I have come up with a plan for myself so that I can get away from the hordes of noobs that come up to me every day in this Minecraft world. Now we are not in Minecraft, but that does not matter. All that matter right now is that we are here together. I am kidding, today we are running around in Roblox and it is going to be a lot of fun, I can tell you that much. Now let's get it. What are we doing here right now? Well, let me just spill you guys the juice, if that is something that people say nowadays. But what I was saying is that right now I am going to go for some relaxing instead of all the things that I usually do, since I am a really busy guy. So right now we are going to just do some fun things. And right now that will be a Clash Royale. Now let me explain a little bit before everyone start throwing battles around the room, because I really think that some kind of an intro might be in order right here. So we are just going to have a nice little food war and you guys can watch me do so. So sit your butt in your chair, get yourself a drink and a big freaking bowl of cereal and sit down, and kids get ready to learn. Now this is a little bit of an upgrade from your normal high school cafeteria food war, because this is just all out war and madness and I totally love it right now. So hang on with me and do not get yourselves killed today. Alright, so let's just get to it, shall we? So basically this game mode is going to contain a lot of graphical stuff. Now this might not be something that you are looking for right now, but you'll have to make do either way. So let me just briefly explain what's going on here, because I think that we might need an explanation for all of this. So let's get to it. If the whole world of Minecraft is being held captive against their will by some of the other clans or whatever, and I will free them because I am that good at everything that I do. This might sound off because it's just really weird, and I mean I can totally get that because it is just weird, but we have to make sure that we can actually go ahead and help the people that are held captive. Otherwise what good are we? So let's just get ahead and make sure that we can win this right now so that we can all go home in peace and have ourselves a Subway sandwich. By the way, let me know in the comments what is your favorite Subway sandwich. I mean, we all love Subway, right? Well, maybe we all, but Guy gets the point. So instead of just fighting the mobs, we will have to fight the people who are with the game mode, because they have formed a strong bond together. Some people just could not resist the urge to eat, and they just decided to join the sandwich army made by Subway. Now this sounds weird and I'd get that, but right now that does not matter at all, because we will have to make sure that everyone gets out of here alive and everyone gets out unharmed. So that is why we are here right now. The president asks me, Sub-Zero, to come help the house and just help out. I mean, he literally just asks me to prepare a unit of people who would want to fight for our sandwich-free freedom. So I was able to collect some people who wanted to fight for their freedom, and they are with me here today, which is really remarkable. I mean, usually no one would stand up against such a giant as Subway, but apparently people do care about each other, and right now we are here to prove that. So let's get to it. We gotta make sure that everyone is able to get out alive and we are able to free as many civilians as possible. Now that does not not mean that we cannot have fun, because obviously most of you out there just saw the title and knew that this was going to be a food fight for a lot of food. So yeah, we kind of have a food fight, but actually it's more like a war, and that is kind of a bad thing, but at least we can still have fun because we are using food as our main trajectory. So if this is not something for you, then I'm sorry, but this is something that needs to be done in order to remain in a free country. Now of course it might be a foreign war, but the guy said that does not mean that we cannot have fun, because we are going to have a lot of fun doing this. Otherwise I would not be recording all of this. I mean, I literally had to get my camera crew out, and I had to make a lot of calls and logistic things in order to get everyone out here so that we could record all of this. So I just get to it. I mean, we can just stay here and wait around, but we will have to make sure that we can free all the civilians in order for us to make the president happy. Because when the president asks you to do something, you do not want slack. You want to make sure that everything that happens is going to be good and justified. So that is why he asked me in my crew, and that is why we are here today fighting for our freedom. Now of course is still an all-out war, so it really does not matter that we are out here and making plays in this game and stuff, because these tactics are going to make sure that we will win this war. Otherwise I would not be named Sub-Zero. Now let's get to it. There is a lot going on recently with me with a lot of noobs, and I just want to make sure that none of you are affected by that in any way, because I would not want anything to happen to you guys. So also that is one of the reasons why I'm out here, to make sure that all of the people who watch my videos every day are able to come home instead of being held captive by food and people who love the food. So yeah, you might be thinking of why are you shooting with food and not bullets? Well, that is a trick question, and really I do not know the answer to this, because there's a lot to do and I do not think that we have enough money for bullets right now. So they basically handed us these rifles filled with fruit and vegetables, and they just want this to go ahead and do everything that we can in order to make this happen. And of course, like the gentleman that I am, I'm going to make sure that all of this have been strictly handled, things that we're shooting, so that no one is going to get any sort of blisters in their mouth and stuff, because we would not want that. Now a quick public service announcement: always wash your fruit before you go ahead and eat it. Let me tell you that it is worth all of it. So just do not do anything else to your fruit, just make sure that you can clean it and then eat it. Now I would not be saying this if I did not think that any of this would be true, but we have got a little situation here right now, so let's get to that before we go ahead and start waving the white flag, because I will not do that anytime soon. Now let's just get to it. I mean, there is no going around all of this. Someone must have screwed up in order for everyone to start using these apps to fight, but I do not mind, because this is just way too much fun to let fly. I mean, I am just going to enjoy this as much as humanly possible so that we can just go ahead and make a cool video out of it right now. So please enjoy out all this. Now this is not just something that we are doing right here, because we are supposed to be doing this all over the world. I mean, that is pretty much already happening in most places, but let's just hear me out real quick. Alright, as you may have noticed, this is not just a fight between two teams. Well, maybe it is, but it is bigger than that, and I am not kidding at all when I say that, because what is going on right here is even beyond me. So hear me out, alright, and make sure that you understand all of it so that we do not get into any mistakes right now. So the fight is not just between two teams, but the fight actually is between the two factions who these teams represent. It is basically a sort of a simulation somehow, but I will not be getting into the details right now because I do not want to bore all of you to death. RIGTH now. So follow me. The two factions who are fighting here are not just any factions. They are me versus the rest of the world. Me being one of the biggest factions by myself. Basically because at this point in time we have over 1 million subs, and that is insane, and I think that I can hang with the big generals on here. So that is something that is really cool. So again, what do you guys think of this game? I am enjoying myself a lot right now, so I hope that you guys are having a good time as well. Now of course we all know that sometimes we get annoyed in this game, right? I mean, we all have our differences, and usually they are only short lasting and they never really get that much out of hand, right? Well, today is the day that I snapped. I am just done with it right now. Again and again I keep having these noobs finding out where I live, and it is just driving me nuts. Now I woke up from a dream that I was all the way back in Roblox and I was living living the American dream, man. I am telling you, it was awesome. I was just doing this game and all that kind of stuff, and I was having a blast, to be honest. But then of course I woke up from that dream, which is always horrible if you ask me. But I decided that I did not want to travel all the way into Roblox, and that I was just going to go ahead and do some things here in Minecraft. I mean, come on. But the point here is that I saw Roblox in my dream and I want to go back, but I want to make it interesting by creating a dimension of Clash Royale in Minecraft. So let's get a move on, you guys, and follow me to the other side of this landfill right here. So like I told you guys a second ago, I am going to be a changed man from this point forward. And you might want to ask why. Well, let me tell you guys why I am going to change my ways with the dimensions. Because I have been asking myself what I could do to get rid of this dimension problem, and of course the growing travel problem. But what actually is better? No one really knows now, do they? I mean, you can of course guess, but that never got anyone far. So today I will be putting this to the test. So we have a lot to do because I need to build a portal to a Roblox dimension, and I think that we can have a little fun with this because no one actually knows what is down there. But I think that of course the portal will be the best. I mean, that would be anyone their first bet. But then again, I think that I still might come out on top just because I feel like I have got a lot of experience with all of this stuff here, and most of them out there do not share that same skill set. So I am following my thoughts here. Now of course, like I said, we're going to do some research and it is going to be amazing. Of course there are a lot of things and we should have been doing right now. We are not doing that, we're living our own life right now. Our lives to just go ahead and do some searching. So I'm going to take you on this journey. Was going to really awesome, and we're never going to stop believing. I mean literally cannot stop believing. Are based on stop believing from journey. That's some as a joke. Now let's go ahead and do this. I mean, we're already jumping. We're not getting very far, to be honest, so we'll just have to hang on, get with it, and make sure that we finally get this done, because no one wants to walk around all day. I mean, why walk around? We can be trumping. That is the best of thing ever, and I'm not kidding. So what do you guys think of this? I mean, I really like it, so I'm hoping to you guys will like this video as well. Otherwise this would all be for naught, and we would not win that. I mean, I do not win that. Now I am not the best person in detective work on YouTube, but at least I try. I have only heard rumors about this game before today, and since I do not want to spread any false rumors about anyone, I really do not want to go too much into detail about this guy. I mean, there are a lot of false rumors going around town about me, and I really do not like that at all. So this is basically my way to right a little wrong right now. That does not sound that weird, right? But as I said, I just contested him in a fight off. The person who has the best looking army or whatever actually wins. It is all just for honor, but you know. So I am definitely going to win this, of course. I mean, look at this right here. This is just art. All of these things right here, well, this is all just pure art right now. So I am pretty sure that I have already won this right now. But let's just continue before he finishes his little thing before I finish mine, and we cannot have that. I have decided to go out and make my house the same way. I am just going to be building a house that is not like any other house, just so that I can make sure that I do not end up getting my butt kicked by this little no-namer right here. I really have got no clue about who he is, but I mean, if he challenges me to a fight off, then well, I am not going to be declining that. I am pretty sure that I can kick this guy his butt, no questions asked at all. Now I really like this build off challenges. Actually, this is like the best idea that I have ever come up with right now. But first things first, I am already proud of the fact that I was able to get the idea from myself, which I had applied to basically everything right now. So that was a pretty awesome thing, to be honest. But I was able to apply that same idea that I used on the chess problem, and I am going to be putting it to work with the housing problem that I have got right now. But I am just hoping that once I am done with all of this right here, that I can just live here in peace again. But something is telling me that this will not work out the way that I wanted it to. It is just something that I feel coming up. I mean, that does not mean that this is a bad thing. I mean, I would rather have things go wrong while I am in the beginning stages of building this, because otherwise I would have to start all over again when I am almost done, because that would be a bummer, because I might want to start living here actually. Now this would not be a video about me, the actual head, if I was not fooling with people and messing with people. So I think that actually is something that I might want to start doing with my new friend Steve here. But I am just thinking of something that I can do on the spot right now so that I can actually get the lead on this dude. Now closing this video, I want to thank all of you for subscribing and liking and of course just watching these videos. I do not know what to think about something like this, but it is just really insane if you are asking me. To think that there are so many of you out there really just fills my heart so much that it is insane. And even though I am a Minecraft and Roblox character, it still fills my square cardboard like looking heart. It is just insane, people. But my god, this is insane, man. You guys could probably fit inside of this hole in the ground. It is just insane. It is like we were destined to meet each other.